They're men of skin with they've got no hips. They're men of dicks with opinions. And now let's start the show.
Whoa. You know, I love the Beatles. No one's ever done it better, David. No one. No band.
The Beat Boys?
The Beat Boys. No one has ever been better than them. There is no comparison. No one has written a song better. There's never been a greater cultural phenomenon.
Haircut. There's never been a better haircut.
The way that they twisted and turned through their musicality and evolved as songwriters. Every single song is perfect on every single perfect album.
Yeah.
100% of their output, 100% great.
It's kind of crazy how each song is somehow better than every other song.
While still being to each song.
Yeah.
But better than all other songs that anybody's ever written.
Definitely. 100%.
No one, it doesn't even compare or come close. They're like the GOAT.
Yeah.
People talk about the GOAT.
You must be psyched for this Beatles series of movies.
Oh my God. Paul Mescal, Barry Kuhn.
Yeah.
The other two guys. I can't wait.
I'm going to be there day one of Ringo, at least.
I will be. I do think they did, of the four Beatles, they did cast the most unhinged actor for Ringo.
Who plays Ringo?
That's Barry Kuhn or Kogan or Kagan.
Yeah,
however you want
I'm
to say
psyched.
his name.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's great. I hope he does some Killing of a Sacred Deer shit to like Ravi Shankar or something in the movie.
Well, I have heard that of them, Ringo is the only one who came from like a very tough background. Like he actually is the only one who like was on the streets of Liverpool getting in fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm looking for, because I also wonder, because you know in the new Michael Jackson movie, they like made the movie and then they realized that there was part of the lawsuit settlement was that nothing from his like criminal past could ever be portrayed on camera.
Whoa.
So they had to reshoot the whole movie to basically lionize him and remove the parts where he was a pedophile.
Damn. They should make a Chuck Berry movie.
Oh my God, dude. That would be great.
Some great bathroom scenes.
Because that's what I wonder.
It'd be like Porky's.
that would be great if they took it.
Comedy.
They kind of did it in that direction.
Chuck's up to no good.
Oh, Johnny be gone. And he's just sitting in a room wearing his like late in life captain's hat, watching women fart.
Jonathan Majors
as
Chuck
Jonathan
Berry.
Majors as Chuck Berry.
Fresh from the Daily Wire. Actually, the Daily Wire can produce this. We're pitching this to you guys.
Yeah, actually, it would be a good move.
Yes, it's great.
I wish I could do a Ben.
Yeah, look, let me.
I wish I could do a Ben Shapiro.
You should work on it.
I feel like nowadays it's better to do podcasters than it is to do celebrities. Like you don't want. What would you possibly do with a Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise impression nowadays?
No, you got to have a Theo Von.
Yeah, if you were doing Theo Von or like, yeah.
That's my president. That's my Theo Von.
Yeah, dude, that's really good.
Thanks.
That's really fantastic.
Been working on it. Every podcaster had asked to do at least Theo Von.
Maybe
you? Adam Carolla.
Yeah. He was the original Too Woke, though, wasn't he? He was like, at least I would say on the ground floor of things Too Woke now.
Man, I was just thinking about how you had a book I really wanted to read sort of about the culture wars and like woke and PC. And you were like, oh, yeah. When I'm done, you can read that. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I read that guy's other book, like The History of Comedy, and I'm like, okay.
It's great.
Psyched to hear this. And you told me it was good, and then I saw you, and you're like, oh, sorry, man, left in Michigan.
Yeah, no, I left in Argentina. So it's even worse because no one down...
So when I wanted a book from you, you're like, "Oh, one sec, I'm going to go to the South Pole and fucking hide this book." So David never gives it.
I'm going to give it to a penguin. I will send you a geolocation.
I will fly for 25 hours.
I do look for it every time I go to a thrift store because I do feel beholden to you that I owe you this read. And it is really good.
I really want to read it.
I wish I had it because...
if it makes you feel any better, you probably forgot this, but you loaned me a Grant Morrison book when we were in our 20s and I lost it. So.
Oh, really? Was it The Filth?
I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was called The Invincibles or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I was actually looking for a different Grant Morrison.
This is when we worked at the Maple. I was reading it, and then I lost it somewhere then.
Yeah, it's all water under the bridge. But I do think about that and try to rebuy it. And it didn't dawn on me. You know how when you go through a breakup or somebody gets a new car, all of a sudden you start seeing that car in that color everywhere you go.
Yep.
That's how I am with this book because it is a yellow sleeve. Like the book jacket is yellow.
What's it called
again? Spine. Outraged, I think.
Yeah.
It's Cliff Nesteroff.
Yeah. The last one he did was like a history of stand-up comedians called The Comedians.
And it was very good.
Yeah, that one was good.
Which is why I bought this one.
Yeah.
And it is also very good. Like it's a real page turner. And
I kind of feel like it shows that even though everyone thinks that like people complaining about woke is a new thing, like some version of it has been going on for a long time.
It really makes the case. It also makes the case really effectively. You wouldn't know this, David, because you couldn't read it.
Yeah, because you fucking hid the book. You gave it to a penguin.
It makes the case very effectively that anybody who pushed the boundaries in their youth then becomes extremely conservative when the boundaries push beyond them.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of a bummer to read because certain people that I did look at, I wouldn't say as heroes, but as at least media figures to look up to, had no idea that Mae West got prudish at the end of her life.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
That Steve Allen became like extremely like woke as a joke. Like everybody's going too far now.
Yeah, I had heard a little bit about that. Man, I actually saw a video that was crazy. It was from the 1970s, and it was Groucho Marx on some show debating or talking to... debating William F. Buckley. Like, it was Groucho Marx and William F. Buckley. Wow. And William F. Buckley, I think he was just trying to, like, ask him interviews, but he was like... The culture was so different then that he was like, do you think it's wrong that you're not allowed to do blackface anymore? Like when I was growing up, minstrel shows were like accepted, but now all of a sudden you can't do blackface.
Wow.
And Groucho is just like, no, I think it's good we don't do those anymore.
Like probably okay. They're coming back, dude. Jake Paul's about to do one.
Oh shit, I heard.
Yeah,
in response to Drewski.
Yeah, he's going to get back at Drewski.
Using blackface. I know Erica Kirk threatened it too. She was like, if I did a blackface skit,
did she actually say that?
She said that 100%.
Oh my God.
And apparently sent him a cease and desist.
If I was Monique in a video.
If I put on a fat suit and blackface.
Also, because isn't the Drewski bit like he went to CPAC or something?
Well, no, what he did and what was smart was he never names Erica Kirk. The name of the video is How Conservative Women in America Act. And it was basically making fun of how since Charlie Kirk died, Erica Kirk has had a nonstop party of money and boats and rich conservative people and like doesn't seem to be mourning at all. And it's just like him like dressed basically like her and dancing and what she does at her events, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard the call after he died and like about the funeral and fundraising and stuff. And I do give people, you have multiple parts of your life. You can mourn and you can also feel differently about certain things and whatever. And not everybody grieves the same way.
Yeah.
But it's probably a good idea in that position not to record yourself being giddy about the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the best thing that could have ever happened.
See, you have to remember that she was, for years, I think, married to Charlie Kirk. And so the entire time she has to be like thinking like, man, when this fucking annoying slob snoring next to me, fucking mouth-breathing moron fucking bites it, and I can actually just have a real life.
Yeah, she probably thought it was going to be 30 to 50 years.
Yeah, she thought she would have to like just cheat on him, do some like Corey Lewandowski type shit. Conservative cheating circles.
Yeah.
And maybe like Charlie Kirk, puts on fake tits and goes on like bimbofication websites and pays $20,000 to get bimbofied.
But now she's completely open. She can do whatever she wants. She can go after like the hottest conservatives.
Yeah. She's living her best life.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah. She's going to go through all of them. Mitch McConnell. Little turtle.
Yeah, he looks so much like the DVD, or not DVD, the Laserdisc menu screen of the turtle that falls on its back.
I thought you were going to say Master of Disguise.
He does look like Master of Disguise,
yeah,
too.
Pistachio Disguisey.
Mr. Pistachio Disguisey.
She's in the mood, no need to break it. I got a chance, I ought to take it. If she'll dance, we can make it. Come on, Queenie.
My girlfriend's watching Love is Blind right now.
I've watched Love is Blind.
I have to admit, I'm going to open the...
Yeah, we should go through.
I'm going to open the Nate embarrassing admission.
Nate's embarrassing admissions confessional.
Let's do it.
I am like 100% oppositional to this show.
Yeah.
I hate it. I think it is so annoying, and the music blasts, like the needle drops are so loud, and they are so descriptive of what just happened.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like, I just don't know if I'm ready to do this. Love has got me hurting. Like, it's so fucking in your face.
Yeah.
But I almost developed a sense of Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Where today, when I was going to go to the movies, I found myself wanting my partner to pause it and wait for me. Like, I didn't dare say it out loud, and I don't know that I cared enough to do more than just have her tell me what happened. But I did ask what happened when I got home. Like, who's stuck? Because we were towards the end,
Yeah.
Who stuck with who?
Yeah.
Who? And actually, one of the guys on this season has that upper lip issue.
So I should say, big story with this. When Petra and I watched the show, this one takes place in Ohio, in like Cleveland or Columbus, where she's from.
Yeah.
And so then the whole time we were watching, we were joking, thinking like, I wonder if we'll see anyone you know. And then during one of the later episodes, we're watching a wedding, and I'm like, Petra, I think there's someone in there who looks like your sister. And then as it went along, we realized that is your sister. And then she even got like a couple lines in.
Wow.
Where it was kind of like after this woman decided she wasn't going to get with this guy, where she was just like, that was weird. Like that guy, like she got a couple lines.
Wow. So her sister was friends with one of the contestants?
She was friends with someone who was friends with the contestant who brought her as her +1.
Wow.
And then she got a line in where she was talking shit about this guy who she left.
Wow. She left him at the wedding?
Yeah, at the altar. This was at the wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, wow, good for...
She was like, she kind of had a big moment. She's like, before you have a chance to leave me, I'm going to leave you. It's like, you can't fire me. I quit.
Wow. And then Petra's sister clicked in with...
She's like, go, girl.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Wow.
But she must have signed an NDA or something, because she literally did not tell Petra or anybody. And this was obviously filmed at least a year ago.
That's insane.
Yeah. And she sent, I guess, a text to her, like, family chat, like, saying, like, tonight's my Netflix debut.
That's so funny. And so you had no idea. You just saw
no idea.
this.
And I was like, that looks a lot like her. But it was.
And this is the newest season? Or?
Yeah, the Ohio season.
No way.
Where the weird thing is, each season, I have watched all of them now, or most of them, And each season takes place in another little depressing nook of America where you actually get a chance to see just how samey and degraded every single like it'll be like Love is Blind season 24 Topeka, and then you just see like a row of the most banal looking houses, and you're like, man, fucking people live there, god damn. And yeah, the Ohio one is definitely like you get a little sense of the culture of the place, and it's hard because other seasons like are a little bit hotter, but because these are Midwesterners, like they're even when someone goes crazy and fights, they're just like, bro, you do you.
Because I think we watched one that I believe Google Gemini or Chat GPT said had some of the most drama. Because
which season were you watching? Where was it?
It was in Chicago.
Okay.
And it was I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I saw it, but the thing about it is that show completely lives in your short-term memory where like I got so involved in their stories that I was on Google trying to find like the real scoop behind like what was happening on TV, and like they would even tell you like they got married but broke up, and you can find out even before that airs. Yeah.
But I was so involved, but then when I watched the reunion, I was like, wait, who are they? Wait, what? Like their mind wipes it.
It's interesting watching it because it's also theoretically like the show. Talk about Stockholm syndrome. I think that's the premise of the show.
Yeah,
like you go and live in a house, right, for a week. If I understand correctly, because I missed the beginning of the season, but you go.
That's the worst part. You skipped all the worst episodes.
You go in and then there's these two pods. And
the pods are the worst. As soon as they get out of there, the show gets good. You go back and
forth, and everybody talks to everybody. And as long as you create a bond enough, then you get to move to vacation time.
Yeah, but although this last season did add a little nook to that.
Oh, really?
So, because the last season was such a clusterfuck and like basically no one got married, they were like, the producers were clearly like, someone's getting fucking married this time. And they had like they had one separate couple who were basically just, they're like, these fuckers are obviously getting married and we're going to go with them no matter what, because we're going to have a goddamn marriage on this show. But those people, like, they treat them so differently. You can tell they're like, they're filming themselves. They don't have a film crew. They don't go to Mexico with everybody.
Oh, really? Yeah. they cloister them away so no one could cheat or anything?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
They go to Malibu while everyone else goes to Mexico, and me and Petra were joking like, oh, they're going to go to like the Erewhon, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Pay too much for juice.
It definitely got me. It piqued my interest enough to read a book, but it's even hard to read a book. Like, it's a perfect kind of look up from your book watch if it weren't for the music drops. The
music drops are terrible, although they are now spending more money on them. Before, it was literally like rights-free music, where it was definitely an artist you had never heard of, who kind of sounds like someone who's popular, like a Lady Gaga-ish person.
Yes.
But then this most recent season, you can tell that everyone has been sort of making jokes about them for that, so they're like, fuck it, we're spending the money, and they got actual artists.
They put the juice into it. They got the Beatles. Love, 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 love. She's got a ticket to ride to Mexico.
Love in the pods.
Dude, fucking...
That is the worst part of the show that you skipped, is they spend way too long in the pods where it's just two people looking at a purple wall, and then they're trying to like figure out who's the one. And the thing is, they're people who agreed to marry a stranger through a wall, so they're not a good...
Right. It's not a great indicator.
Yeah, already that's a red flag.
Right. The only thing I found kind of interesting was that there's these... On the season that we saw, there was two Indian people who, through the pods, discovered that they wanted to get married, even though neither one of them had ever dated another Indian person.
Yeah.
And so it's like, whoa, maybe there is something cultural. Like if you remove blah, 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 the layers of demography and culture and aesthetic and all this stuff. And like, maybe there is some sort of internal Jungian realization that these two people had to have. And then they met each other in person. They were like, I don't know. They kind of look like my cousin. And then they called it off. They couldn't do it.
The one with Shake is the guy.
Shake, that was the one, yeah.
Yeah, that one, and I think Deep D is the one.
Yeah, wow, you remember their names. Yes, it's Shake and Deep D.
Well, they're like the most famous ones in all of Love is Blind because she told him off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was like commenting about her appearance like in the interviews, and she was finding out about it, and it was like he was being a real prick, basically.
I know, he did keep saying, and what I saw, he kept saying, I really feel like an emotional connection's been made, so I'm going to overlook the fact that she's horrifying looking.
Also, she was good looking.
She was very good looking, yes.
But he was like...
I think she had lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah. But like the funny thing is like the whole point of the show is like, can you fall in love with someone without ever seeing them? And it's like, but then eventually you see them. And that is all the interesting stuff. Especially my favorite episodes are the Meet the Family episodes because there's usually a dad or a mom who's just like not down with the whole bullshit, and like these people are usually lying to themselves so much about, oh yeah, we're deeply in love and ready to get married, and usually the family's just like, do you guys even know each other?
Yeah. That's what it seemed like. Like I guess that was when I started to really understand the allure of the show, and it's also right when my movie show time happened.
Yeah.
So I had to leave right when one of the women was telling her deeply Korean mother that she did this, and her mom hit her and actually hit her and was like, no. And then this like dopey dude from Wisconsin comes in like, I brought cheese curds. Like insane.
America is a nightmare. There's a film crew. Like, oh, I should have stayed in Korea.
I'm curious because as is always the case with my partner, she burns really hot.
Yeah.
And then really fast. And I burn really slow. And this happens with when we get in arguments, and this happens when we get into shows or something. So like there's a possibility that this will have run its course and she will be forever done with Love is Blind by the time I get home tonight.
Damn.
Right as I'm like, you know what? There is something there. Like I do get it. There's something there.
See, it is a really I go back and forth because sometimes I do get scared where I'm like, man, is this what people are like now? But then I'm like, okay, wait, these are fucking psychos who decide to be on the show. But there are like really weird crypto conservatives. Like there's one dude who he never says it outright, but he like always wears the American flag somewhere in his person. And so it's like he'll be wearing American flag shorts. Sometimes it'll be like American flag shorts, American shirt, American sunglasses, all American, but he never talks about it. But then eventually him and the woman break up because clearly the moment they introduce, he's just not into her. And he's being too weird and nice to just come out and say it. So then he like tries to come up with an excuse where he's like, I just think you wear too much makeup. Like you're beautiful without makeup and you just wear too much makeup.
It is so it is a game. It's a stupid game. And these people are willing to gamble on at least some portion of I mean, obviously they don't have to stay married. They could get married for the show and then get a divorce right away. But they are gambling some significant portion of their year, at least, to do this.
Some people are introducing these people to their kids.
Right. It's a big...
Putting their kids on camera.
Commitment. Yeah. Putting their family on camera, putting all these things on camera. And then it's so gamified for me to watch it that, like, anything that... If you told me, one of the things that was hard when we moved in together is Petra loved playing Rock Band and she kept leaving it out in the living room.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I'd be like, oh, that sucks. What did you do? Oh, well, eventually we sorted it out. Or if I said, there's one of the things, I make my own toothpaste and Luce hates it, like thinks it's disgusting. Like these are things that, or she's... I'm very insecure and it's really hard because I lost a lot of weight. So I have to constantly be checking in. Yeah. Oh, dang, you should work through that. But when watching on a television show, I'm like, get the fuck out of there. What are you still talking to this person? Go away. Burn her house down.
Yeah.
Like I can't get over it.
Yeah, I definitely have that where I'm like watching like, get the fuck away from this person. Why are you wasting time with them?
There's one couple that's just like so ill-suited And it's also just an edited TV show. So anything can be edited anyway.
Yeah.
And so the only couple I think on that season that actually did get married was the one that they showed kind of these organic bubble up arguments of like she brought Rock Band over to his house and he is kind of a neat freak. And in my mind, that to me, while that in real life or if my friend was dating somebody, I would never say anything about it. On this show, I'm like, get away from this woman. Run as fast as you can. She's a fucking monster. Toss her out a window. Commit matricide.
Yeah. In this most recent season, there's like a men's rights guy who
Oh my God.
sort of pops up out of nowhere. Like he's kind of hidden. And then all of a sudden he starts criticizing this woman who is actually a doctor. And he's like, you can't believe like she's a doctor older than him, lives in her own house. And like he kind of flips out and he's just like, you know, I'm used to dating like people who do like CrossFit and stuff, and like
it is. So I guess my partner watched a different season.
At least give Ohio a chance. You'd recognize the culture.
Yeah, she was pretty shocked by the fact that everybody's Christian.
Yeah.
And that is kind of one of those things on reality TV that I don't watch a lot of reality TV. And so when I do peek in, it's like, oh, that's right. Everybody's Christian.
Yeah.
Everybody's deeply religious.
Yeah. It's crazy how much there is in that show.
And this one definitely had, at least the season that I watched, had a lot of subtle nods to Christianity and patriotism. Like one of the guys met this Christian girl and her dad was like, so you fish? You a patriot?
Yeah. You pray at the flag?
Yeah.
You kiss the flag?
Do you kneel every day and kiss the flag and honor the troops every single day?
I would rather go blind, boy.
All right, on that, honoring the troops, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the pod.
Simple.
This introduction is dedicated to the troops.
Dedicated to the troops, fighting valiantly, soon to be on the ground.
Yeah.
If the
everything going on in Iran on America's side, I don't know what the objective is, but I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind it as a patriot.
And this is Loose Lips, and I'm David.
And as a brother. And as a son of a mother and a son of a father.
And the son and the former neighbor of a couple of people in the Navy.
Yes.
And one in the Army, I think.
Right. As somebody, myself, Nate, as somebody who is registered for the draft.
As someone who went through many phone calls when I was 18 with the draft, telling them, no, I'm not interested.
Dude, I'll tell you, I would have gone to Iraq.
Really?
And if I'm to be honest, if 36 wasn't the cutoff, I'd be in Iran right now. I might still go to Iran right now.
Get in the Ayatollah was a start, but we got to get the other one. We got to get every single one they put in there. It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah. We got the Father, now the Son. Let's go for the Son. Let's go for the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. Every single one.
I'm assuming they do a similar setup to Judeo-Christian or Christian setup.
Yeah, who knows what's going on over there, but it's probably like Christian, but like weirder, upside down.
Yeah.
They worship an upside down cross.
Yeah. All I know is that today was the first time in my adult life that I considered the price of gas when deciding where we should podcast. And I actually did almost say like, would you mind coming my way?
Yeah, we'll have to go back and forth because, the gas price is... but you know what? It's for the right cause, which is...
It takes a little pain to usurp one Ayatollah for the son of that Ayatollah. Like, as Americans, I think it's totally acceptable and actually pretty admirable that we would stand behind to do something so selfless for another country, like freeing them from a 40-year-old reign of one Ayatollah to then replace him with his vengeful son who lost his father, his mother, his wife, and his child.
Yeah. However, it's probably going pretty well. Like, however, Venezuela's going.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah, look at that.
They're killing it now. Every place with oil.
Yeah, we're killing it. Yeah.
Dude, I actually went to the opera. Timothy Chalamet's wrong.
Really?
I saw the new Philip Glass opera.
Oh, right. How was it?
It was amazing. It was. It has jugglers in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So imagine that, like Philip Glass music, that like do 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 do, and then like 75 jugglers. It's about ancient Egypt, which is. So I had seen another one.
Did they play Walk Like an Egyptian?
Dude, I wish that would have been awesome. Someone should have done that dance, but they should have done it Philip Glass style, like do 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 do, walk like an Egyptian. That would have been awesome.
Ooga chaka. Ooga.
Oh, and then and then Steve Martin comes out and he's like King Tut, dude. No, they should have just had all the references, but unfortunately, no. But
it was just a normal.
Yeah, this one, my friend, I have a friend who's sort of a raver, former ketamine dealer, came along, and he had been literally up till like 5 a.m. the previous night at some rave, and so he was already like on the fence if he should commit to this. And Philip Glass's music is hypnotic, but also will put you to sleep.
Yeah.
And the first 2 acts are like action nonstop. It's ancient Egypt. There's people in crazy costumes. There's Peen. I forgot. We're in a Peen zone.
Lenny's Peen Zone.
On stage Peen.
Real?
Yeah.
On stage? At the theater?
Yeah, I was this close to Peen.
What theater were you at?
It was the one downtown. I think it's the Walt Disney
one?
one. Yeah, the
Wow.
Dorothy, whatever.
At Disney.
At Disney, I can't believe Walt would be spinning in his grave.
Dude, hats off.
And there was Peen up close and personal.
Really?
But then the third act, they really bring it down, and then literally just they wheel the whole set away, and then just wheel out a gigantic, huge orb of light, and then just someone slowly walks around it. This is like an hour and a half of just like do 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 do.
Oh no!
And if you're on the right drugs, man, you're there.
Yeah. Oh, Free Willy,
But
bro.
my friend was like, "That's it, I'm leaving."
Wrong drugs.
Yeah.
How long was the entire thing? Like,
I think like with everything, there's like 20-minute breaks between I think there was 2 intermissions, and all told, maybe it was 3 hours.
Wow.
So there's movies longer. Maybe it was 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been.
So the other one that I saw was like he's been doing them recently, these operas, and the other one was about Gandhi. And that one I didn't like as much. It was kind of boring, and I was like falling asleep. But this one,
no pyramids.
Yeah, the Egyptian one, there's just more going on.
Yeah, yeah.
The ancient Egyptians knew how to dress.
If you're seeing Peen.
Yeah, you're seeing Peen. Well, there's like a scene where they literally dress him, where he's supposed to be a god, prince, pharaoh, or whatever. So he's born naked, and then literally his handlers dress him.
This human that's on stage. It wasn't a puppet. This wasn't.
No puppet, literally just Peen.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh,
But
it's for the art.
This wasn't pedophilic, was it?
He's an adult, I believe.
Okay.
And he consented.
Okay. But he
as
was
far as
playing a kid.
Oh, yeah, now I think about it. So
Yeah.
there was.
So this is
it was more like I was a pedophile for watching.
Yeah, this is a little fucked up.
He was
Okay.
getting me involved in a crime.
That would be. They did an FBI
There's a
raid.
sting operation. This is a child. Now you've all committed pedophilia. Boys, round him up. We all have to like.
Everybody's in a paddy wagon. And then they arrest the actor because he was method.
Oh yeah, he was into it too.
Yeah, I really like the premise of doing a pedophile sting at an opera.
You get all the rich and powerful. These are all people on the Epstein list.
We're doing Don Giovanni.
I was probably around the Star Whackers and I didn't even know it.
Dude, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of pedophiles and Star Whackers, I wish sometimes it's like there's 2 things going on at the same time, David, and it's like if the Star Whackers are going to exist, why aren't they going after the right people? Maybe it's because the people in the Epstein class are employing the Star Whackers. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But now, so we were talking about Lorne Michaels earlier. You have SNL actively hiring pedophiles. Chloe Fineman,
Yeah.
pedophile.
What'd she do?
She was running around pantsing kids at a day camp. She pantsed young boys at a day camp and laughed about it in Vanity Fair this week.
Oh boy.
She was a counselor, prior to being an actor. And maybe this was some sort of pedophilic ritual. Maybe that was her. I bet you that was probably her audition for Saturday Night Live.
That was an initiation ritual, and now all those kids are NBC pages.
Yeah. She and just unscrupulously running around pantsing young boys.
Yeah.
At probably Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Dude,
those kids could have been stabbed. Thank God they were just pants.
If that was Betty White, if she pants Betty White would have died. Yeah.
Say, maybe she was just checking to see if they were circumcised.
Is this a Jewish camp?
I see foreskin.
Marco, foreskin.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a big controversy, but I follow her on Instagram, and sometimes I'm like,
you should unfollow David.
You don't want to be. I know I'm in a crime.
You don't want to be implicated in this.
I know.
First of all, you went to Naked Boy Egyptian
I think
Club.
I've liked posts.
Yeah, and then
I went
you're
to Pedophile
liking,
Club.
Yeah, you went to a pedophile club, Club Disney. Dude, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
You went to Club Disney to watch acted out pedophilia.
Yeah. And pagans.
And pagan. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And now you're liking...
And then Jewish music.
Jewish music.
So it was all bad.
Yeah. And now you're liking posts from an admitted pedophile who laughed about it.
Yeah. And, she doesn't really bring that up in her comedy so much, but...
Well, get ready.
But when she does her interviews, apparently she brings it up. Maybe she was planning on making like a new Meatballs, like a new camp comedy, where it's like she's the counselor and she runs around pantsing
everybody.
New Wet Hot American Summer with Chloe Fineman.
It's disgusting shit, is all I can say.
Yeah.
Now, David, I think you did open the peen zone a second ago, right?
Yeah, I saw some real life peen. It was fabulous. I shook it around.
It was shaken?
Actually, everyone moves so slow in those that there was not a good amount of movement, and it took me a while to realize, I'm like, did he put something on over there? Like, is there a cod piece or something? And then after a while, I'm like, no, that's just peen.
How long was he naked?
For a good amount of while, like, because everything moves so slow that, like, even just him walking from, like, coming out, to the center of the stage takes like 10 minutes.
Really?
So you're just like peen.
Wow.
Do peen. And at one point, I don't know if it was during the peen scene. It might have been. The guy next to us, clearly like us, had never been to an opera and pulled out his phone and started to film it. And fortunately, there was a hero behind me who was like, "Yo, bro, no filming."
Dude.
Literally, a guy who showed up to the opera wearing a hoodie was just like, "Bro, no filming."
No filming. Dude, that reminds me, years and years ago, I went and saw at the New Museum in New York, I saw this, like, I want to say 4 to 6 hour dance piece.
Yeah.
That was called Clue by a dance group called Robin's Child. And Clue was some sort of acronym that was about color and space and whatever.
Color, light.
Some shit, yeah.
Unity.
But it was interesting,
eternity.
though. It was it's exactly what it was. It was a very interesting kind of physical dance that they had semi-choreographed throughout. And it was more an endurance test, really. But they kind of went through the entire museum. So it was a neat way to actually see the museum and see these two women kind of...
It's just two women doing this dance?
Wrestling and changing their outfits. And they were wearing all these different color clothes and creating this like rainbow throughout the thing. So it is a huge time commitment. Like, again, 4 hours at least. Might have been 6. In my memory, I know it was over 4 hours. And we get to the top floor, and they're doing their final, final push towards dance, and they completely disrobe. And it's two young women who are exhausted, and they're on the ground, and they're naked, just like Natalie Imbruglia. And this guy next to me, this like rich fucking wine sniffing art snob takes it. He's like talking to his friend about the piece, and he slides out his cell phone and just goes and takes so many low key camera photos of these women backing into him, vagina and asshole first. So he's just like, and it makes me think like there is pornography in the world. Like if you really want to get horny on this shit.
But there's not a lot of good, like, tired chick on floor.
That's true. That's true. If you want to like jerk off and see the New York City skyline and maybe a few fine pieces of modern art at the new museum.
And you care about like the background of the person you're jerking off to.
Right. Yes. The only way to do it is to take asshole shots at the new museum.
She just sold a piece for $20,000.
At DeVaith gives us shooting guns.
I've never fired a gun.
You really?
I'd be down to, but it just hasn't happened. My dad was a gun owner, and I found his gun one time.
Really?
Yeah. By that point, he had not used it in so long that it had kind of like rusted shut, like it would barely move.
But it was a function. It wasn't like an antique gun.
I think he had used it, and I only found he had a rifle that I found, and apparently he had a handgun that I never found that I think he got rid of before I even was like a real kid.
Snipping around for it.
Yeah, because I know he was like a money collector in Detroit for a while, and he just felt like for his own safety he had to have a gun.
Wow.
But I don't think he ever had to use it, and then I think he just got rid of it.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's shocking. Like statistically, almost everybody owns a gun.
In our area where we grew up, like, we were weird for just being one of the few families that didn't hunt, basically.
Yeah. I guess that's probably why I assumed your family didn't have guns, but yeah.
I remember my grandpa told me, he told me a story when he was like, yeah, I've always been a gun owner. And at one point, a guy came up to him who was like another Jewish guy and was like, man, I didn't know that there was other Jews who had guns. Like, we should start a club of like Jewish gun owners. And then my grandpa was just like, yeah, no, as soon as you do that, like, we're all going to jail. Like,
yeah, I don't think it was pretty controversial when my cousins started getting guns. Yeah. And my uncle started getting, like, it was much later in my family.
Yeah.
And my family started getting guns, and then we stopped doing Christmas together.
Yeah. People get so into guns where it's in their Christmas pictures and stuff.
That's what I've never really understood. But I'm not even that way with anything. Like, I know people, a lot of people who listen to The Cure start dressing like goth people. I've just never been somebody that needs to broadcast in my everyday what my interests are. Yeah. Mainly pornography.
Yeah.
Walking around naked. People, gun becomes like an obsessive thing.
Yeah.
I don't know having shot in a gun, I do get it. It's very cool. Yeah. It's like smoking a cigarette. It's awesome. It's very fun.
What kind of gun did you shoot?
Well, I was pretty naive, and we went to this place where you could rent like AK-47s and Uzis and shit. Yeah. And we went for a friend's birthday, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be sick. I'm going to shoot a rocket launcher." Yeah.
Was this in Vegas or?
No, this was in Detroit.
Wow, I didn't realize you were allowed to do that.
Yeah, there's one gun club in Detroit where you can like rent anything.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you, it's really, the bullets for all this shit is really expensive. So like, yeah, you can rent an AK-47, but it's like $300 for a half hour.
Oh shit.
So I just shot a Colt Magnum or whatever.
I don't think I would do more than a handgun.
Was,
Do you remember like the size? Was it like a 9mm?
It was big. No, it was big. It was like long and it was like a.
Did it have a huge kickback when you fired it?
Yeah, it kicks back. It was a wrist hurter.
Yeah.
It was cool. It had like a long piped neck or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever you shoot out of.
Did it smoke come out of it?
Barrel, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, smoke came out, bullets came out.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's cool. I remember just talking about gun clubs. I remember having a friend who did not go to a gun club, but he went to his friend's basement where he had like part of his basement didn't have a wall. It was just literally the earth. and they would just fire guns into it.
That's fucking nuts. It's so fucking nuts. Like
Just the lawlessness of it. And I think sometimes these were big guns, like rifles and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your hearing.
Yeah.
Or like what if it ricochets out?
Yeah, it's not like the Earth is like it just takes everything. Like eventually you hit rock
It
and
spits
it
out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not itching to fire a gun again, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't think I want to own a gun.
I don't really want to own one, but it's on the bucket list to definitely do it because I've never fired a gun. I just want to say I have. I would like to maybe do the thing, either go to Vegas and do it, although everything in Vegas is less fun than it seems, so maybe not. Although I do kind of want to try it I'd like to be around someone who knows what they're doing. And then it does kind of seem cool. There's a place in Joshua Tree where it's just abandoned desert and you can just kind of fire your gun at anything. Just like there's old refrigerators and shit.
Oh, that's fun. See, that's the thing.
Again, that might be how you die, but
yeah. I shot guns just in a gun range, like at the target.
Yeah.
And
I've seen I've seen the results. I saw the target. It was like all headshots.
Yeah, I have pretty good aim. At least I did when I was younger. Like I'm good at throwing axes and knives and guns and all that shit. But I would
thank God those Army recruiters didn't get you.
Dude, I could have been.
We
on
would have had
SEAL Team
Saddam way faster.
Dude, I would have been talking about pornography. I would have been Osama bin Laden, long dead. I've been watching his reams and reams of
porn. American Sniper would be about you.
Weeb porn, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura would have shot me in the face. Or wait. Jesse Ventura didn't kill Chris Kyle.
No, that was someone he was like trying to save from PTSD.
I think that's right. Jesse Ventura just sued his wife for libel.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Someone should sue Erica Kirk.
Mr. Ventura, step
Come
up.
on. He's the widow suer, the widow killer.
The widow killer. I would love to shoot guns in like a junkyard, though.
Yeah.
I would like to do anything in a junkyard.
Shooting
like,
an Uzi sounds fun as hell.
Breaking stuff, yeah. Yeah, shooting an Uzi. Or like, I wouldn't even need a gun, really. Like to go to a junkyard and just have a golf club or a baseball bat or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like a wrecking room.
Like the Rage Cage or whatever.
Yeah. I definitely would not want to, owning the gun and having to like have it around and have a gun safe.
No, it's too much work.
Yeah.
It's too much work and like, yes, it is legal to own a gun in America, but what is the fun of having a gun because
if you can't use it?
You can't use it. Yeah.
That's why every person who's a gun owner has all these fantasies about they will get to use, like if someone broke into my house.
Oh, I'm stand up right now. I'm going to,
Yeah.
But like even if you are doing self-defense, you go to court for 6 years. And there is a possibility at the end of that you go to prison forever.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make
and someone's dead.
Yeah, and a human has died. It doesn't really play. I actually just recently heard there's a like experimental composer who unfortunately is not doing an opera where you see penis.
Damn.
But he did.
Then why even do it?
He did do he did compose a symphonic movement of guns. It's like a 12 gun.
There's a whole thing on like TikTok of people firing guns rhythmically to songs.
Oh, really?
Where it'll be like Red Hot Chili Peppers and they're just like trying to shoot along.
It would be cooler. Like the composer's name is Raven Chacon, and I would recommend looking him up because in the theoretical way that art can be really cool, this guy is like a genius and comes up with really cool stuff. Executionally, like I listened to it, it's not very good.
Yeah.
Like the guns, the tone. He claimed in the interview, that they do actually follow the structure of music. Like there's an alto, a soprano, a tenor, a bass.
Gun.
But
I play bass gun.
Yeah, it doesn't. Bass gun doesn't sound enough different from alto gun.
Yeah.
Like they all just kind of sound like tut 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 tut.
It's all guns. There's nothing else.
Nothing else.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
It's like a percussive gun.
That's like saying like, oh, you know the 1812, what is the thing where they use a cannonball in it?
Yeah.
Overture, the 1812 overture. Like, what if it was just the fucking cannonball?
Smash. But
no, you get rid of the
Just, it's just boom. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm out on that. It was not, it was like a thing that I was very excited for, thought I would really enjoy hearing, and then didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I had trouble thinking of it as music.
It seems like it would be maybe cool to see live and maybe for like 10 minutes, and then you'd be like,
As long as you don't have front row seats.
yeah, I know. As long as you're on the right side of the gun, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It was also strange because I guess he wrote it like 10 years earlier and tried to perform it, but the only people he could it's kind of like your grandfather talking to the guy who wanted to have a Jewish gun club.
Yeah.
The only people he could find were like Southern hillbilly Native American activists.
Whoa.
And he didn't want to perform it because he was worried about like getting into trouble, basically. Like he had to wait to perform it until he could find a suitably diverse version of the orchestra of gun shooting adults.
Whoa. Man, his gun shooting is woke.
Yeah. Yeah. Very woke, dude. Very woke.
Even gun shooting.
Yeah,
they take everything.
I know. It was kind of hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about guns, I'm thinking about like Schwarzenegger.
No.
I'm thinking about SEAL Team 6.
These are guns that have blue hair and nose piercings.
Nose piercings.
Yeah.
Right. Using pronouns on their gun.
Guns with pronouns now. That's what we have.
GEI and GUU. Speaking of therapy, I have a cautionary tale, David.
Yeah, you got scammed by a therapist?
Well, yes. Back when I went to a therapist, I signed up for him while he was getting his hours. And then once he got his hours, he raised my rate by 4 times as much money.
Jesus.
And then when I lost my job, I asked him if we could lower the rate. And he said, I cannot lower it lower than $130 a session. So I had to walk away from him.
Jesus.
This weekend, I was at an art opening.
Yeah.
And the guy behind me in line, very tall drink of water, looked kind of familiar. Why do I recognize this guy? My therapist.
Whoa.
My therapist was standing behind me in line, and I had the moral quandary, like, what do I do about this? I haven't talked to the guy in about 3 years, 4 years.
He didn't recognize you.
I don't know if he did.
Yeah.
I don't know, because then I found out you have to actually, when approaching a therapist, if you want to talk to your therapist in public, you have to break the ice and basically be like, oh, you're my therapist. Because otherwise...
That'd be that's a really good rule, because it would be awful if you were in public and someone's like, hey, Nate, I'm your therapist.
What up? Remember me? Your therapist?
We always, because he's crazy.
Yeah. He talked to me so much about his penis. Talking about the peen zone.
Yeah, I talked to this guy, pays me $130 session, but he's still wee-oo.
Yeah.
He called all of his patients crazy.
They're
a bunch of psychos.
What a loon. An absolute loco.
Hey, guys, I saw him cry. What a girl.
What a girl.
Anyway, later.
Yeah, I mean, he really did hold all the power in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess now hearing you game it out, I'm pretty glad he didn't approach me.
But you didn't approach him.
At the time, I was kind of offended.
Oh, really?
I didn't approach him because I was already at the art opening only had free drinks for 1 hour. So I was really maximizing that 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I've been to an art opening.
Yeah. And so I was...
It's like, how do you... Oh, is there another bartender who didn't see me get the last one?
Right.
Okay,
and
cool.
so I was really going to town. And when I made up my mind, like, I'm just going to go over there and I'm going to say, like, I don't want to make this awkward, but I just want to say hello. And then I said it out loud to the person I was standing with, and they were like, "Well, you sound pretty drunk." And I realized, like, oh man, maybe I'm a little zooted up right now. I shouldn't do it. So what I opted to do instead is, after the free drink period was over, I decided to stand at a reasonable distance and stare at him for as long as it took for me to feel sober enough and emboldened enough to say hi.
See, I would need, number one, I would have to be like 1,000% sure that it was really them, because with people I haven't seen in a while, my memory has been faulty, and there's been times where I'm like, I've made the mistake of waving at someone and it wasn't who I thought it was, and then I'm like, they're like looking at me like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." So I could see me being like, "Oh, it's my therapist," and then I like approached and I'm like, "I'm not a therapist."
Who are you?
Especially if you're all drunk and you're like, room's all spinning, and you're like, "That's my therapist. He's tall. My therapist was tall."
What's up, shrink?
You're not, you should maybe use a shrink, tall guy.
Isn't that ironic? He's so tall, he's a shrink. Who are you?
They have free drinks here.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm positive it was him.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I finally went outside of Zoom to the therapist, I remember he was tall.
Okay.
So,
but is that all you're going on?
I'm pretty sure
you saw a tall guy.
He was a tall guy, and he had a mustache.
Yeah, could have been Larry Bird.
I believe. Fuck. You know what? I think it was 10-time All-Star Larry Bird.
Just bringing it up. Could have been a Hoosier.
Fuck. Dude, I screwed up. Yeah, I did. Eventually, I gave up, and I just went to Taco Bell.
Yeah. Unbelievable, yeah.
I went to Taco Bell, and I ate so many chocolate-covered pretzels, I thought I was going to throw up.
This was what, an art opening?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is I was working, but they gave us the free reign to be like, okay, we don't have to do anything for the next 3 hours, so do your thing.
Yeah.
And they said, don't get too drunk. And I think I handled it.
They're
pretty
like,
well.
you got 3 hours, don't get too drunk, and if you can, don't approach your therapist.
Yeah, leave your therapist alone. No, I'm much more. I'm only doing physical therapy now. I'm out on regular therapy.
Yeah.
Physical therapy is a dream.
You've done physical therapy?
Yes, I have it tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, for what?
I tore my labrum.
Ooh.
In my shoulder. And dude, I will tell you.
I've heard it's hard.
Dude, not if you tear your shoulder.
Okay.
It's sick if you do the shoulder.
Yeah.
When I got there, I saw all these old ladies like riding the bike and like having to do jumping jacks and like they're sweating and all this shit. And they go, "Oh, your shoulder? Okay, come with us." They bring me into a private room, lay me down on a table and massage me for 1 hour.
Wow.
And then they put
I've heard the complete opposite of physical therapy, because usually it's like when people are trying to recover, and so they're like, basically it's like, this is going to be painful. You're going to push everything till the breaking point, but you need to do this to get back to normal.
Yeah.
But wow, they just give you massages.
They just give me massages. I mean, I'm only two sessions in. Tomorrow's my third session.
You're not to the hard stuff yet. Yeah. It's going to happen.
But yeah.
Do you have a pain in your shoulder?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like, well, maybe not with shoulder, but a lot of times it's like you're learning to like push past the pain or whatever.
I'm in John McCain zone right now.
Oh,
I can barely lift my thumb to put it down.
You should go to a faith and worship show, because you can do the exact right dance for it, where you can just kind of go like,
yes.
Jesus.
do the weapons style faith and worship. I never realized how similar weapons was to going to a Christian church. Our God is an awesome guy.
John McCain's waving.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, no, I can't lift my shoulder.
Oh, that sucks.
And
wait, how'd you pull it?
Moving a box.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was work related?
But it was work related, so they're paying for physical therapy, which is good. But the problem with anything work related is you go to a workman's comp doctor who is incentivized not to spend your company's money. So when I went to my actual doctor.
That's why you're going to a fake physical therapist.
That's true.
Or he's just like, oh, yeah, let's give him a massage. You're all good, dude. We're blowing incense at him.
It's funny.
This is physical therapy.
Dude, also getting a massage for an hour, I'm so Midwestern that I kept wanting to say to the woman, like, that's okay. You can be done now.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine. Go ahead. It's fine.
Enough.
And like, then I had to keep reminding myself, like, she's getting paid.
Yeah.
And
by your company for
right,
the injury
and
they caused.
This is a doctor, like, the guy has a doctorate in physical therapy who has decided that I need this hour-long massage. So
yeah,
let it happen, man. Let it rip.
Let it rip.
But it is a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But she goes to town, dude.
Yeah, for an hour.
Yeah.
Were you just looking at your phone the whole time?
I was listening to a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Just laying there. I mean, it is a little, the difference, it is not necessarily like a super fun massage, I would say. It is a medical massage.
Okay.
Like, there's no oil or anything.
No happy ending.
No happy ending. It does kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But she did even do my fingers and stuff.
That's weird.
Yeah. But
what does your finger have to do with your shoulder?
Well,
you got a crank of a doctor.
I think I am going to like a place in San Gabriel Valley, and I wonder if they're like doing East meets West medicine.
Yeah, it sounds a little woo-woo.
Yeah, because they also
physical therapy.
They did have a fucking.
I don't know. That's not really respected.
They did have a picture of a foot on the wall that had the different zones. Where like, press this and it'll fix your kidneys and like I don't know what you call it, like reflexology.
Were they selling mushroom powder?
Which I do think is, which actually, yeah, when I worked for a physical therapist, like he was a licensed physical therapist who was billing insurances, but also selling, mushroom coffee and shit. And he actually did get raided by the FBI for that.
Mushroom coffee to the pavement.
I highly recommend injuring your shoulder. Even though you can't play ping pong or throw a frisbee, a company paid for massage is pretty nice.
Can't beat that. This has been the podcast.
Oh, baby.
Thank you again for listening. Yeah. We have 4 of our cum stores
no
out.
Thank you for voting.
Yeah.
No thank you for letting us be defeated at the hands of the unwashed masses who go to this fucking Channel 101.
We're going to finish the series. It's going to be a classic British 6 episodes. So that it's for us.
We're finishing it for us, not for the listener.
No, not for we're against you. We're about to tell you to fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So we hate you.
And this time it's really coming from a place.
This time it's personal.
Of serious resentment.
You let us down. You didn't give us your vote. You were too cool to vote. You probably voted for third party. You voted for Ralph Nader's short film.
Yes.
And you ruined it. Split the vote, and we didn't get to go forward. But we have the four we made are online on the Loose Meat YouTube. And patreon.com/LooseLips for bonus episodes.
Yep, there will be a bonus episode compendium to this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hear, you, the listener, right now are hearing this episode that you just heard.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother episode.
There's a whole nother hidden episode within the episode.
Within the episode that you won't know about unless you
join the Patreon.
.com/LooseLips. It's that simple.
It's that fucking simple. Even you can understand it, you
fucking
idiot.
simp.
You fucking simp, bitch.
You just listen to us.
Why?
You fucking dumbass
We
simp.
mogged you.
Dude, we fucking mogged you, bro. I can't even believe we're getting paid for this shit, dude. We're like best buds talking to each other. You guys are fucking
Simps. Meet the Simpsons. Fuck off. Bye.
Now let's end the show.